They are university.
Vacations.
So, but more you don't start record.
Okay, make we shut up.
Sorry, I'm really sorry, guys. My system is still not 100%. I don't know why. Okay, so I ran this streaming pipeline earlier today, but I, I didn't think that would actually affect it. It's still it's dragging. Uh, so the first half of this recording, we'll probably have two videos shared because the first half is was stopped. And when Zoom when because I'm recording to my system, to the laptop. So once I get disconnected, you have to start that recording again. Yeah. So can we continue now? Or you guys still want to question Henry why is planning to come back and meet with T-Pain? Well,
And I don't give Tinubu name. I don't give Oga Tinubu name T-Pain.
when I saw it at
So
first, I was wondering who is it the musician?
He's not a musician. I heard about that. I heard about that name.
Henry is coming back to take to end the salary of MTN CEO. So I think it's
No,
welcome.
Now politician
no.
money, now political money, sure.
No,
Because the ones that have that mind.
no, not be not, politician money not be like that. And I think MTN CEO is
Yeah.
the highest any CEO in Nigeria. So now that kind of money Henry will
Actually,
come to
actually,
take.
actually know the guy. Name is Carl. I
Henry,
know the guy.
now you never introduce that to us. Abiwa will come gather for you
The,
like this. Still only to
the
learn
guy,
DevOps.
Waiting,
Who
the
DevOps
guy
don't
know,
get like
the guy know, they're accessible like that. I mean,
Yes,
oh, well,
no.
let me not say I know him personally. I know him on an acquaintance level because the guy I used to work for when I was in Nigeria, they were friends. So we used to go to we used to hang out at the Koi Club that time together. But that time I just be boy, I they look them new.
Are they the start from
So
now?
something like that. But before anything came out of that relationship, I'd left. So
Hmm. All right, guys. Let's quickly get this over with. You guys can see my screen, right?
yes, can you take it up to the beginning again? Let's see if we can follow from the beginning again.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll still be sharing that other video to contain all of this, but just so as a recap, kind of, our AIP for NAT Gateway 1 and NAT Gateway 2.
Hmm.
Well, there's nothing, just creating the EIP, not really doing anything with it. And then we're attaching it to the first NAT gateway, we're attaching it using the allocation ID, and then the NAT gateway is being provisioned in the public subnet what NAT gateway 1 for public subnets 1, and then we are using it depends on, just so to be sure that
So the question I have is around the tag for the EIP,
yeah.
right? So the tag for the EIP, you're using the variable project name. Okay, it's just concatenating them, right?
Yes, I just adding. Well, I don't know why this nigga decided to put this sentence as
As it's
uh,
getting it, yeah.
so it's just a tag anyway. So
It's gonna
Okay.
be long. It's gonna be longer.
Yeah, it's gonna
yeah,
be a long name, yes.
the long tag. Yeah. So you can actually, you can have multiple tags for a particular resource. Yeah. So it's really, really, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I thought of it too, like why you put sentence for this name, but it's just a tag anyway.
So the domain for the EIP for NAT Gateway 2. So you created two NAT gateway. Sorry, I'm trying to understand you.
Internet to EIP first. The two
Okay,
EIP is
two,
just
okay,
because we want the EIPs to exist before we
okay.
attach it to even though yeah, even if we are, like I said, Terraform is how you place your resource in the configuration really does not matter, but because we will be referencing it inside of our NAT gateway will be using it. That's why just created it first so that we can use the ID to allocate it to this NAT gateway, the first and the second NAT gateway. Yeah,
Okay.
the NAT gateways, and I think we established should be in the public subnet so that you can use the public route table to communicate with the internet gateway and to the internet. So we have a NAT gateway 1 and then our NAT gateway 2. I'm just going to copy this because it's also dependent on same internet gateway. All right, moving on. So next we will be creating our private route table. So Master Hartford, this is where we are creating our private route table in. We already created our private, subnets, private app and private data subnet. So we are now creating the private route table in here. So our VPC, I'm just going to see if I can, if this would get it for me, but no, it's not getting it. My Copilot is disconnected. So many things I just. Yeah. Sign in into GitHub. Like Copilot, no one worked today. All right, so I'm just going to manually try to, before Copilot, to guess with the do our thing. So I'm going to be manual here. So my VPC ID, a cider block for this route table is going to be, we want, it's going to be 0.0.0.0 because
Shouldn't the route have an equal to before you create the decider block? Or is that going to work like that?
No. It's so this route now is taking an object data type. An object is in curly braces is a object. Now inside of object you now have a set of key pair value. It's a complex data type anyway, so it has structure. Yeah, so when you see anything in curly braces like that, that's an object. And then the ones in angle brackets are their lists. Yeah. Okay, so our NAT gateway ID, so for the private route table is a one, and NAT gateway is going to be this NAT gateway. Is my Copilot not up? ID and my tag. Where's that tag? I'm just going to take all of this. And I'm going to replace this with, let's call this private table AZ1, AZ1, not AZI. All right, so route table association. I need Copilot. Yeah, give me 1 minute. Let me connect to my GitHub. Still don't show me again. So many things happening there.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm still connected to GitHub. Right. Okay, let's move on. Pilot can rest. So subnets for my route private app subnet easy one route table association. Subnet, this subnet is going to be the private app subnet AZ1 ID. Coming to my VPC, I'm going to get my private app subnet. Private app subnet AZ1. And I'm going to get the ID for that. And then the route table ID is going to be the private route table that was created earlier here. When we talk about modules, you guys would actually not like me very much for all of this back and forth that we're doing because module actually saves us all of this association, but private subnet is the one route table. Yeah. Why do I have this twice? AWS association. Okay, this is private data. Okay, private data. Private data subnet. So it's just, I'm just going to replicate all that I have in here. No. It's going to be the private data subnet. I think it's private data subnet. I probably called it so. Private app subnet, private data subnet is it two, easy one rather. So that I don't do mistake because this might have been called something else. I want to assume that it's just data that so this is private dot ID and the same route table, obviously. Then okay, this has been added already. It's good. Slider for this would be 0.0.0.0 slash 0, and then the NAT gateway ID is going to be NAT gateway EZ2. Oops, come back here. NAT gateway EZ2. ID. And then this tag, I'm just going to go get what I use for, where is that EZ1 tag? Which part is it? Average route, lazy. Sorry. Average route, lazy 2. And private app subnet AZ1. The EZ2 is going to be this. I'm sure if I'd shared this empty thing with Henry, we would have finished it. Henry does not waste time at all. Private in the routes table. No. Okay. So I think my co-pilot is back. Yay. So I'm going to do an AWS route 0. Come on. Be up. Route table EZ2 is what I want. Dot ID. subnet ID for this is going to be yes subnet. It's going to be private data subnet AZ2. So even if your Copilot is not there, autocomplete would actually list all of those resources that you have inside of your configuration for you. So I can have my private data subnet az2.id here. And then for the subnet, I can have AWS_route table az2.id. And I think that's about all for this. I'm going to try to run this to be sure that I don't have any typo. I don't think I have any, I used any variable in this one. No. So we're safe. I'm going to do it. Why do I keep typing it?
So Moyo, please, can you expand the screen a little bit? So the actual code, can you like move it to the right?
Okay.
The NAT gateway.c file. Can you just expand that window? Yeah, I want to see that route table all the way to the end and see what happened because okay, is that the max? Is that the most it can go?
Let me just take away this.
Okay, yeah, because I'm trying to figure out why my subnet ID is not taking.
So this subnet is from the VPC configuration that we have in here. We're having two associations now. Well, one for
Yeah.
the private app subnets and then one for the private data subnets. And for each of the availability zones that we have, we're having those.
Okay. So I'm trying to.
So which of them exactly is confusing you? So this is just the name now. The name is the logical name is very, very long. And I think it's very, very descriptive. It's routing my private
Correct.
apps to our private route table AZ2.
Okay, so it's a route table association. You gave it a name. The name doesn't really matter, right?
Yes. Again,
Gave it doesn't matter then. Okay, so subnet ID is where I'm having issues.
yeah. So we are associating
subnet ID. Okay, it's AWS_subnet now.
So it's whatever it is you called your subnets, your private. So the private app subnets AZ2. That's why he's taking this. We are interpolating our subnet here and getting for the private one, we are interpolating AWS subnets. That's the resource that we're creating now. Then the logical name that we gave it, private app subnet AZ2, and then we're referencing the ID property of that subnet.
My problem was the file that it was supposed to get the subnet ID from was commented out.
Oh,
so it wasn't seeing it.
Seeing it, yeah, as a resource. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So, but now created route table, right? Three route table, three of them.
Yes,
so
one public.
We have two for the private and one for the public.
Yes, one for the public. The public subnets, the public route table is managing. Let me bring up the public.
Imagine both AZ1 and AZ2.
Yes.
Why the other private one are separate for?
We have
AZ1
four private subnets now. Two in the in AZ1 and two in AZ2.
Yes. Wow.
So you did for both data and the app.
Yes.
One.
No.
The private subnet.
Yes. Let me bring up that diagram again.
Architecture, yeah.
AWS Router Association.
So it's not gateway that is making this take long to create.
As you want private route table. Route table associate private. Okay, so you did a route table for app and then for data as well, and then you did association for each one too, right?
Yes.
Private app, ask a route table.
There's one for private
because what you have here is private route table. So how do we know if it's the app one?
Private route table. Why is this?
AD1.
You see that?
One. So we one first because we have two availability zones. So I'm creating route for each of the availability zones to serve the traffic coming in and out of those two subnets, the apps subnet and the data subnet. I don't know what. If I bring up that picture.
So if you bring up that picture again. So you have, let me look at my.
We have this private app subnet AZ1 and private data subnet AZ1. So we have a private a route table now, a private route table that is serving these two. Then another route table that is serving these two subnets, the private app subnet AZ2 and private data subnet AZ2. So, and they are serving the route is going through the NAT gateway, and you have to associate these two subnets with this NAT gateway, these two subnets with this NAT gateway, and that's what we're doing in here. It's done. So let me so for this first route table now, so we have where's the first route table?
RTAZ1. That's it right there.
Yeah. So after creating this route table, and then created the route to route through the NAT gateway, then we're now associating the private app subnets AZ1 and then the private data subnet AZ1. If you check out the route table, that's these two. Yeah, they have the same using the same route.
Oh, okay. So for each one, you just created a route table for each one. One for the data and one for the app.
One for the app, yes. So this is the link to that one route table, but the subnet IFA, this is private app and this is private data, and then replicate that for the second availability.
Okay, for the second one, yeah, got it.
All right, so thing is done creating. Oh, why did I close this thing again? I'm everywhere today. And I want to push to gate. If I do a gate status now, I see that I have my NAT gateway.tf created. So I'm going to do a gate add. Everything is just one there. Only is gate commit created NAT gateway
for AZ1 and AZ2.
Gateway config file. All right. And then I'm going to git push. Git push is fine, but I like to always add origin main, so I know the branch that I'm pushing to. All right, so that's pushed, and I like to always confirm that my resources have been provisioned properly. Again, this is just me that's not trusting Terraform. Be sure that I have the right connections. We'll be moving on to security groups now, because those are actually a handful also. So I'm going to be creating a configuration file while this is loading. I cannot wait.
Route tables for
My internet connection is unstable. Scream now. So I'm going to create a security group.tf and I'll call this security TF.
So question on that gateway. So when you created the route tables for AZ1 and AZ2 and you associated them, what else did you do?
That's about it. That's what we did
That's it.
for.
Okay, that's it.
That's why I wanted to show it. To see that what am I hearing myself? Something funny going on. Oh, wait, what region am I creating all of this thing? US East 2. Oh, Simeo. I was creating in US West 2. I need to correct this. Wow. How did I choose US West 2? No wonder I came here and I couldn't find my resource. So this should be US East 2. So the beauty of IAC is I can actually tear all of this down and then recreate it. I don't think so while this is turned, I think we can go ahead and start provisioning writing our security group configuration so that we don't, I'm going to get that empty security group configuration. Let's try complete. Okay, Moyo. See what I did. Actually change. Are you guys with me? If we're not, you're not correcting me. So I changed this to US East. So he checked the US East and he didn't see all of this resource there. So he was like, there's nothing to actually destroy. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So let's try to see if this will destroy again. I changed. So I was creating all of the resource in the wrong region. And the reason why I'm specifying this region is what exactly is going on here? I don't know. US West 2 is Oregon. So I have this here. So why are you telling me that? There's nothing to destroy. Let's save you. Okay, this US is 2. Where else do I have? Just providers. US.
This thing is super case sensitive. I typed my domain VPC in all caps. It rejected it too.
Yes, it will. It is super case sensitive. Yes, West. So,
Things say I'm not playing with you.
I want you to destroy all of this thing now, please. Not created in already deleted outside of Terraform. Something only going how my VPC already in here? So I have all of this, but I want to delete you. It's telling me I cannot delete. Why? What am I doing wrong here? It's US West. So perform. What's happening?
This thing it go walk to the well. I'm in this class. I'm not here.
Why
I'm
can't
battling my own here.
Terraform destroy is not working.
It's telling me.
I'm not tracking all of this. Oh.
Okay. That's ID. So now I'm going to fix them small till I fix them finish. Let me hide and mute.
The demo loads are not on my site. I really do not know why this is happening. You guys, can we troubleshoot this together? I have my resource in the console here, obviously, but it's not, Terraform is not saying it. What do you think the issue could be?
Sorry, say that again. You have your what?
So when I run a Terraform destroy, it's telling me there's nothing to destroy. No object needs to be destroyed. Let me do a Terraform plan. But when I come to the console, I see that I have all of this resource deployed.
Can you
here.
refresh it? Okay.
Yeah, so all of this are here, obviously. Even the NAT gateway and all of the private route tables.
Confirm what region it is from the console.
This is US West 2.
Okay.
And in that's why I had to confirm in my TFVAS file that yes, it's in US West 2, which is wrong. So 21 to hard 0. This is why you just
Why not try changing changing it to US West 2 on the back end of TF and see if it will auto destroy? Yeah.
So the region, this is just for the S3 bucket.
Okay.
So this bucket is not where it's creating the resource. Let's see. So it's creating, it wants to recreate all of this in US West 2 that already exists. Hey, God, there we go. Terraform down there. So yes, West 2B. So are you saying you want to recreate all of this again? Let me change this to US East and then plan again and see. We're still going to want to recreate this.
Sorry, can you look at your resource map for your VPC?
So everything for US2 is here.
Okay. So when we created the NAT gateways, did you give it a name?
Mm-hmm. So
Can I see?
Use
okay.
That
you
tag.
gave it. You gave it that tag. Okay.
So that's what it's using.
Okay. Can I see? Can I see the?
Okay, this is also
the NAT gateway. Yeah. Okay.
So,
I mean the NAT gateway .tf file.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So for the NAT gateway, this is it's this name now. No, sorry.
Okay.
NAT gateway is one, and that's what is NAT gateway. Okay, so it's using that. Sorry. Yes. We have mobile dev, then NAT gateway is so that's what it's using. Mobile dev, NAT gateway is one mobile dev.
Okay.
Something very interesting is happening, which I'm going to apply to prove. It's not deleting those resources. That's strange. Really, really strange. Is recreating all of this. We know why you did not delete this. So from this, I know my configuration actually works, but albeit is in the wrong region. But I'm recreating. I don't know why that's. We'll be investigating that later. So I see that this is already being created. Yeah, and we have all of this again. It's still creating the NAT gateways and all of those association, but the VPC, I mean the subnet already have been created, and that will we'll just leave this to create. Then we're going to continue to work on our security groups because time is just flying. Like when did we start this session? That's time is already spent on our 30 minutes already. That'd be cool. All right, so our security groups, I thought I pasted this here already. So we have all of this. Let me create space. So security group name. I'm just going to call this for load balancer security group. So we have quite a number of security groups we want to create. Just going to call this ALB Copilot. Do your work now. Sure. Yeah, ready. So why you not working? I understand you just the chill. ALB security group. So the enable HTTP access VPC ID is AWS _ PC ID ingress from port is 80. So I'm going to create for 80 and 443. So protocol is TCP in quotes, string, and CIDR is CIDR blocks is a list of CIDRs that can go into 0.0.0/0. And this other one would be for 443. So lazy to want to type again. So CIDR, let's take this. This protocol is going to be TCP and 443 again. And for egress, this would be 0.0. Protocol is all protocols, and CIDR is the same CIDR that I copied earlier. And this tag, just going to say.
Coach Moyo.
Yes.
But I want to find out from you, what do you put the minus one for that?
So it's saying all protocol instead of specifying protocol. When you use a negative one, it's saying every protocol that's ever exists.
Oh, okay.
Just the shorthand, the notation subwords, yeah. All right, so I'm just going to come in to get you into my security group here and say, let's call you ALB SG. It's very simple. And SSH security group. Again, SSH security group. VPC ID. I don't like typing. Pilot, I don't need you don't know why you're sleeping. No. SSH access. SSH is on port 22. Protocol is TCP also. And for this CIDR block,
IP.
Yes.
IP,
so
IP or you can use
if you use the wildcard one, it means you are exposing your whatever instance that you attach this security group to. Now anybody will be able to connect to it that has it. So we are going to try to follow security best practices now by using just one IP. So you can have multiple engineers working on your instance now. So you want to limit it to just the IP address of the engineers that would be working on it. That's again security best practice. So I'm going to
use list.
Yes, not even list now. So I'm just going to use yes, it's going to be a list. Yeah, correct actually. But in this list, I want to be able to dynamically, add IP address. So I'm going to create a variable for this.
Okay.
Let's create a variable. It's my variable.tf now. And I'm going to call this, let's just say security group. So, Copilot, you're vexing me, making me type too much. I don't like. Are you not live? You're ready, so please. Pilot are vexing. Security group. Both. I'm just going to copy this. Copilot have decided to be unresponsive here. So this variable name is going to be called, what should I call you? SSH location is fine. And this would be IP address. So now SSH access, that's fine. So it's just going to be a string. So I can now come back to my security groups now and then add a var.ssh location to be fine. And for my egress, again, I'm just going to 0, 0, connect to 1, and oopsie, nope. Not 0. And for my tag, things moving slowly. We must close this project today. Not saying this, we're not carrying this water tomorrow, lie. And BSSH, SG, web server security group. So this, I'll just call this web server security group. Copilot, just wow. ID, so HTTPSS, 80, protocol is TCP. And my security groups, I'll have quite a number of security groups here. So I can have my AWS security group, this ALB security group. I also add for security group, ALB security group, ID, just the ALB security group ID is what I want here. And for HTTPS, it's 443. 443 protocol is TCP. So this is also going to be ALB security group. And for SSH access, to be 22. I won't be needing to SSH into any of these anyways, but just so we have this here. Okay.
Screen is blank. Part of it is blank.
You said my screen is blank.
No, part of it is covered somewhere black. I don't know. That's only me seeing it.
Well, let me stop and reshare. Is it like that for everybody? Let me
Yes,
stop.
it looks like there's a portion that is blacked
Like
out.
it.
Just let me know when you can see the screen.
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah, there's no blank.
No.
Okay. Why? The system wants to shut down and rest. So this is going to be my SSH group security, AWS security. Going to be SSH security group .id. I'm pissed off that this Copilot is not saving. It's annoying me. Making me work extra. He knows I don't like to type. /0. So next, our database security group. Okay, I've not added my tag. Tag is going to be, I'm just going to call you. Server SG and database security group. I'm going to call this database security group. VPC AWS underscore VPC VPC. Not even getting IntelliSense again.
The screen is, this portion of the screen is black again.
In? Why now? What's causing this? Is this Zoom or on my network? I don't even understand. Give me a minute. Let me change to another ISP. Everything will collapse now. It's unstable. Yes. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah.
Yes.
It should not go blank again, I beg. So our database security group description. Why is there no description here? Okay. So our database is MySQL access. MySQL uses ports 3306 and then 3306. Protocol is TCP. And security group. So this is
Gotta love Terraform, man. It is amazing.
Did you say you love Terraform?
I say you've got to love Terraform. The thing is amazing.
It is. Especially, it's I told you guys that if you won't appreciate it if you've not manually deployed all of
Yeah,
this thing.
exactly. Knowing what you need to go and disable so that you don't chop your money is just Terraform just eliminates all that nonsense.
Yes.
It's crazy. I love it.
Security group, that's ID, and for this, I think what web server needs to connect to this also. I think this is command command SS. Yeah, it can be a security group, security, web server security group. That's ID, and egress is going to be 0, 0, 0. That 0 protocol is -1. And side of this is 0. 0. It's going to tag you called database SG radar. I think this about it. Database SG. Okay, there's actually, but again, I like to always run Terraform apply. I have this typed already. I'm sure that I have this. Next, we want to create, I'm not going to push this yet. GitHub, you can go ahead and push if you want to. I want to create my databases yet. So this is the
Can you scroll all the way to the top? Let me see what the parameters for the ALB security group is.
we have 2 ingress for 80 and for 443. Okay. So something is happening right now. So I added a variable SSH location. I created the variable, but I didn't add.
That's for the IP list you created now.
IP, yes, this SSH location now. Yeah. So I created this, but I didn't add the value.
You didn't add it to the
inside of the
TFVARS
file. So it's expecting is when I run Terraform auto apply rather, it's now saying there is a variable,
Yeah, that it doesn't have.
That's I don't know where to get my values from. Yeah, so
Yes.
you go ahead and so this is how you add, well, that's what variable actually does, add this kind of dynamic feature to your configuration. Either there are different ways to add your variable. You can add it inline here or through the TFVARS file. Yeah, so I'm going to cancel out on this and tell Terraform, just calm down. Let me go ahead and add this variable that I forgot to add. So I'm going to say security group variable and then SSH location. So this value is supposed to be my IP address. And how do I get my IP address? There are different ways you can use what is my IP address, but I will just try to get it from my the freaking ISP I'm using would not allow me.
machine IP you want to use now? The
So
machine IP you want to use.
how to get my own IP address? I don't want to. So I could, yeah, because this is a training. I can go ahead and just add the wildcard one, but I want to stick to because Henry is going to challenge me now if I try to if I open up my instance to just anybody. So I want to try to get the actual IP address of my machine so that my instance does not get hacked, even though it's in the private, whatever instance we are creating will be in the private subnet. Sorry, what's going on? So I'm just going to come to security groups here. Let's not complete this work on here. Sorry,
Hello.
guys. We have taken our break already when my system went off.
How's work?
And this network is dragging. So if I try to create a security group, coming to inbound room, it's going to use my IP address. And this is my IP address. I'm just going to copy this and going to add this as the value in here. And if I run apply again, all things being equal, that should work. What is my network? This is my network. Shall I buy? Still have a couple of resources we need to create, so I'm not going to let this ruin on my. Okay, so this is still. Okay, so my security groups are being created. Let's move on. Next. So I've modified this. I'm just creating this. Okay, let's create our RDS. RDS.tf file. I hope you guys still remember the project we're working on. And I know I told you guys that Henry, have you been able to work on that project again?
Which one?
The projects where we need all of this, our RDS, that final one.
The render one.
No, I didn't create RDS and all that again. What I just did was I just made sure I had the setup server because for the AMI. No, I'm just gonna
because for this next part now, I will be referencing a few the snapshots that we created when we terminated the RDS and also yes, just the snapshot.
I guess I'll just watch then.
Okay, so our subnet group, creating a subnet group, even though I think I have it. Yeah, database subnet.
We need the snapshot of the RDS, right?
Yes.
Oh,
So this
Do
will
you do
be
you, do you have it, Adford?
I don't have it. I've destroyed it.
I destroy my own too.
but when I also terminated the one I created, but I said save the snapshots.
Snapshot, yeah.
Because I knew it
Wow.
would be
That was less costly, Abi. It doesn't cost much.
no, yes, very, very, you won't even notice it in your bill. So I'm going to
This week, I work on that this week again.
RDS snapshot. I destroy them.
once bitten, twice shy, yeah.
I'm telling you, my bill is still running right now. I'm at $72 right now
Oh boy.
for this month. I mean, the month by next week Tuesday now, then go delete. They go deduct them from my account.
Come out fast before you go change my thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Subnet.
I'm not even going.
Private data subnet AZ1 and private data subnet AZ2.
All my subnet groups, everything I've deleted.
All those ones don't come. Henry.
Yeah, I didn't know what was happening now. I just deleted everything.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting you from here with my RDS and tag you database.
I kind of get the gesture. I feel that's very important for me. I get the gist
Yes.
for a lot of the things happening. So
database. So
let
me create this because I want to create a few.
go.
Stay by the side. Yeah, you. I know hungry. I know.
It had git status.
Stay there.
Git.
Let's create an RDS.
Git commit.
And we just push the go.
Yes, so I push my build my portfolio. And then they see
I am senior dev. This is going to be, we're going to call this database snapshot identifier because that's what I want to create now. Database.
So we're not gonna take break today, Abby.
We had break already now. The time we are okay. You guys were gisting all that while. So you guys don't need break again, I beg. We must finish this today. This bear with me. Snapshots. Promise to shut down this laptop immediately after this class so you can rest. Identifier. So this would be the database snapshot name. Yeah. Name. All right, so this I'm going to reference you here. The database snapshot identifier, most recent snapshot type is manual one. It's not. Yeah. So now this is the pull the snapshot, and then now I want to create the database. The database itself. Just add an instance type for. Like say, it's going to call this database. Trying to reduce instance. instance class. Let's spell database right. Database instance type. This is a string also, so instance class. I must remember to add all of these things to my TFS file. But what's database instance class? Skip final snapshots. Yeah, because I don't, when I need to delete this, just don't. So where do I want to put this availability zone? We'll put this in my availability zone easy one. Yeah. So how do I reference my data? I know I have an ability zone already. Yes. Data ability zones dots names, I think. Yeah. It's names or names. I will not do this mistake again. I did it last class. So this is an array of 0. So I'm putting the first private data subnet. So database identifier. What do need this also? We created, okay, when we created, I'll get all this also from the console. So database instance identifier, database instance identifier. Supposed to be instance class. The instance identifier. Strings. I'm going to reference you here. Var dot database instance identifier, snapshot identifier. So we created this here. So I'm going to take this with the data and interpolate all of you. Data dot snapshots and the name of the snapshots and run the ID of that ID and DB subnet group name. I think we created a subnet group earlier. Yeah, there you are. Subnet group. Subnet group. That is the name, not the ID we want here. Name, yeah. Name. Yeah. Name. Next is multi-AZ. Do we want to put this in multi-AZ? Why not? I'm going to go the extra mile and make this in case I want to change this. Should I call you? Let's say multi-AZ. And this would say enable multi-AZ. This is going to be a bool data type var dot multi. See, bringing it out. I'm not tired for this, my laptop. Security group would be database security group. So AWS security group, database security group.id. Yep, that's all. Oh wow, are you connected to that keyboard that I've destroyed? All right, so I think that's about it. Okay, yes, I need my TFS file. I must not forget this. was file. So here I want to create my database. Oh, variables. So where are those? Database identifier. Database instance class. Business instance identifier. And multi-AZ. So where do I get all of this from now? Multi-AZ would just be just going to say false because we don't want multi-AZ as a Boolean value, so it's either true or false. This did not copy everything. Database instance identifier. Snapshots identifier is going to be, I'm going to get this again from, let's come to my RDS and see that I have my three more resource and we should be done with this. More. I don't have any DB running here, so I'm coming to snapshots. You can look on go get snapshots. Hey, yes, I do have a snapshot. So this is the snapshot name we want. I'm going to come here and put this in here. It's supposed to be a string, so it should be in quotes. Instance type. No, let's call DB T3 micro will do. DB instance identifier. Should have this also in here. Instance, so called it mobile DB. Yep. Actually created this on the last day of August, so that's still fresh. This is here. All right, all things being equal. All right, I always have, Master Hartford, please go ahead with your question. I always have issues with.
I mean, I'm seeing that there's a little bit of snacks there. I want to clear the variables here. I'm writing here now. There are no spaces between the identifier and the variable name on the right hand side. But the other one, the IPs, you can see there's a space there. Oh, you have put space now.
So because I was doing it, I had to do it manually. I know it will not be properly formatted, and so I ran the Terraform formats, and that has helped my formatting.
Okay.
As your question was coming, I was anticipating it. So yeah, so it doesn't actually matter, especially for your TFVAS file and even for your white spaces for variables and this. But again, for readability, you want to have it aligned. I thank God Terraform has that and the command to do that for us. So
okay.
This never works the first time. I don't know why. Well, fingers crossed, maybe things are going to be different in this. But this did not throw any error, so we can move ahead, please. Thank you very much. Well, so we need a load balancer, yeah? Should I push this to, yeah, I'm going to push this to Git. Config. I need a load balancer.
Auto scaling group as well.
What'd you say?
As auto scaling group as well too.
Yes, correct. We need load balancer and ASG. And
Okay.
those are the two files that are remaining. Yeah. Okay, let me not wait for this. Yes. I know this is going to create. Database will take a minute to create. So while that is creating, let me push this to I'm just going to add this. Oh wow. Modified providers, RDS security group, variables, NAT gateway. What did I modify in NAT gateway? That your resources, because why not? And sync changes. All right, so that is done. Let's create LB.tf. Minimize you. And you're done, let us know. So ALB security group, .tf. It's just going to go ahead and create a load balancer straight. Name, urban, LB, because why not? It's internal. Nope. We want an internet facing. So that's it. It's a Boolean value. So not flash, false. Load balancer type is an application load balancer. Security group. We have a load balancer security group already. So AWS security group, ID, and subnet mapping. And so I think this is actually obsolete. So load balancer. Let me. Stanford, do you have your hands up, or was it from earlier? LB application load balancer. What is it called? It's load balancer. Yeah. So we have subnets. They use subnets now, not subnet mapping. All right. So subnet mapping, subnets, example one, location ID, specifying elastic IP address. I'm not using elastic IP address, so I'm going to stick to, let me use this subnet and enable deletion protection. All right, so there's going to be a change in this. I don't want subnet mapping. I want subnet instead. Subnet. I want to have what subnets should this be in? It's public subnet, yes, AWS subnet. Public subnet is one .id and AWS subnet. Public subnet is e2.id. Yeah. Then enable application protection.
The security group, yeah. I want to add web to it as well.
What'd you say?
Security group for load balancer.
Yes.
I want to add web to it as well on the list. Web server.
So in our load balancer security group, we already have let me bring up that security group. Our load balancer ALB security group. Yeah, we have, but
It's included. Okay, already.
so we have 80 and 443. That's the one that is needed. Then in our web server security group now, where's our web server security group? We have access request will only be coming from our load balancer. That's why we have our load balancer.
Okay. Oh, okay.
In our load balancer now, all we need to do is reference the load balancer security group, and then from there, that request will be routed to, because we already specified in the load balancer security group to route the request to the web servers. Call my being tag anything in here. Okay, there's a tag here. Okay. I don't think we need this. RDS is still taking 6 minutes. Well, we are moving on. This is going to be called just the LB is fine. Target group, very, very important. I'm going to call this urban G target type, your instances, ports, 80, protocol is HTTP, PCID, yeah, underscore VPC, ID, all checks, I'll check threshold. Again, all of these are from the console. If you've not actually created in the console, you'll be wondering where is you're getting all of this from. 301 redirect and forward 302. The part of this I'll check is root ports link. This is what's that thing? Traffic ports. Protocol is HTTP. I'm just going to use a timeout of 5 and this of 2. These are the default values. Our listener now, I want you to listen on port 80. Yeah. And protocol is HTTP. Default action. Okay, this will be direct, yeah, because HTTPS is the one that would forward redirect. And it's going to redirect to the host. And the path is what is 443 to redirect to, and the protocol is HTTPS. HTTPS status code is going to be redirect HTTP redirect is 301. And then our 443 listener. Oh boy. Port 443 protocol is HTTPS. Policy certificates. So we would need create this LB variables if we have to. So for port 443 actually needs a certificate. So we're going to call this SSL certificate ARN. SSL certificate ARN. The string. All right. This thing is ready. So I'm going to call this var SSL certificate ARN. And the default action is forward. Yeah, we have redirected already. Target group ARN. So okay, we have our target group created earlier. This is our target group. Where are you? Target group. Yeah. Target group ARN. So interpolating you here. Dot ARN is what we want. All right, so this completes. Oh yes, let's see a VAS file. So lest I forget. Before I forget, it'll be variables. SSL certificate ARN. Where do I get that from again? SSL certificates. I think I'm tired of variables. I'm going to be adding default values to this now. SSL certificates. I think it's from the ACM. I'm going to get that. Certificates manager. Oh, I hope this is not going to be a problem. I don't think I have any certificates issued in US based to, so probably not going to see any certificate in here. Oh, okay. All right. So that's good. The ARN is what I want. Coming in here, the value. A lot of these things that you people are just pasting for you guys to see. They're supposed to be confidential things, but trust you guys. All right, so I'm sure this will run, but let me just apply it. And while that is applying, let's create our I think ESG now. Yeah, security. ESG. What to add? Yeah. Creating 4 things. Yeah. Okay. All right. ESG.tf. So I hope you guys still understand that all of these configuration files, we can have it inside of one file. So the reason why we're actually separating it, it will make more sense when we get to modules now. We will see that we can actually take all of this, put them inside of a folder, which will be part of, this our original project. Now it's going to be like a sub project inside of the project. Yeah. We'll see that in a jiffy. Let's quickly complete this. Launch templates, ESG. So let me create. I need variables for this. Yeah. Why? Why not? Say ESG, but we're adding default values to this now, so that's my TF file can rest. So this, should I call you template name? Let's call this name of the launch template. It's going to be a string. We can have default values so that's what we experienced earlier, where we call this web server. After applying, it's asking also web server launch templates. So this even if we don't add the value in our TFR file, it will use this default value, as it. So still up here. So it's going to be var dot launch template name image ID. Okay, so we need to be getting our image name also. So let's call this EC2 image ID. This is going to be called. It took forever to create. My ID string. I'm not going to add it into this because I want to pass this var dot EC2 image ID instance type again. Let's add my instance type EC2 instance type, so I can always update this when I want, unlike that coding instance type. Let's see. EC2 instance type string. I'm going to give this a default value of T3 micro. So this is var dot. Let's see, do I need a key for this? EC2 instance type. Because why not? String. Monitoring. Yeah, monitor. Why not? VPC security group ID. So I'm just going to put, I think web server security group is fine for this. AWS security group, web server security group, dot ID. So scaling group itself now. Stay off 2010 here. Call that back. Oh, VPC zone identifier. So I want to put this in private app subnet and private app subnet in the two private app subnet. Yeah. So it's going to be AWS subnet, AWS underscore subnet, private app subnet easy1.id, and AWS subnet, private app subnet easy2, subnet easy2.id. That's where we wanted to create our resources. Is there a capacity? So it's fine, maximum of 4, even though we're not going to get there. Give it a name. What should we call you? Ban SG check type. Because the elastic load balancer is going to use as L check for this. My launch templates. We have a launch template up here. Yeah, launch templates. It's just the name of the launch template. Collapse. Launch templates. Name. Launch template name. Tag. Just use a name tag. And value. Let's call it ASG stance. Let's propagate at launch. Yeah, it's true. Let's tackle changes. No changes. I think this is the default value for this target group. ARN, ARN, the target group ARNs. ARNs. Next, I'll have to attach the auto scaling group now to the balancer auto scaling group name. With the auto scaling group we just created now. The name of the auto scaling group. And then the target is it the scaling group name. That's ID and the target group ARN as the target group radar. Where's it? I should be able to get you AWS load balance target group ALB target group. That's it. It's the ARN for this we want. That's ARN. Yep. Finally, group names. This will be the auto scaling group name. AWS auto scaling up underscore group auto scaling group. That's the name. Yeah, name now that we want all of this. Topic ARN. We've not created an SNS topic for this. So let me quickly create the SNS topic. Topic ARN. We don't have an SNS topic, so AWS. There's no SNS topic yet. Just going to quickly, to complete this, I would need to create an SNS. So I'm going to quickly create an SNS.cf file. I could have actually just created it inside this. Do I need to create an SNS? So I'll just create that resource in here. Or why not? We may have other topics that we want to create. So let's just add an SNS.cf. For this, let me resource. Want an AWS. Let's go SNS. This is where I need Copilot. God, Copilot, yeah, a disgrace to me. I'm just going to call this user updates. And then the only thing I need here is just the name of the topic. I'm just going to, oh boy. Well, let's call this name. Let's call this mobile SNS topic. SNS topic. So it's called need SNS. We need subscription resource. AWS SNS topic subscription. Yeah. What should I call you? Call you notification topic. Why not notification topic? And what do I have inside your view? What's that line about? What's that line about? Just the topic. Yeah, all right. Yeah, thank you. So it's going to be have a topic up there. I know I'm the only one in this session now. Somebody please let me know you're still there. I'm doing magic, yeah. I know I'm doing magic. Oh, protocol is email. Let's just send an email. Should be in double quotes. Email. Protocol email. There's something wrong with this. My resource endpoints. Where do I want it to send email to? Let me just create a variable for that, because why not? I don't want to put mobile's email out in the public. SNS variable. Call this. Should I call this? Rachel. So email. It should just be valid email. Valid email. What have I done? A valid email. Yeah. So this endpoint should be var dot operator email. All right. Okay, that's us gone away. So let me do. Oh yeah, I created in my ASG. There's something missing here. Yeah. So my ASG should now contain this SNS topic ARN. So now if I search for AWS SNS topic ARN is what I want for this. All right. This looks good. So in my where's my TFS file? Which variable do I need to add? Where's my TFS? Okay. In variable for ASG. Yep. ASG variables. So which of them do I not have default value? Launch let place as default. C2 image ID. C2 image ID. And instance type as then keep name. Why do I need this? Why do I need you? Okay, image ID and this. And then I'll get back to you. It's just I know that we need to add SNS variable. We added an operator email. And just do mobile tech languages. gmail.com. That's why not gmail.com. Okay, image ID. I need to get image ID and keep. So I come back to my IC2. Things in the chat. I cannot read now. This thing too long. Yes, it is. This will teach you to spend time on your code, when I know Vex. It's part of the training. We'll force you to sit down and look at your code. I should have, hope you guys remember this AMI that we created again from that same project. I will finish this whether I like it or not. Remember this rent zone AMI created version 2. So I'm going to pick this and add this to my, it's supposed to be a string, and also my key pen. I don't know where I need a key pen is though. July 24. I don't know why I need this. July 24. So let me format this. Because everything before Master Hartford called me out now that your thing is not formatted though. Okay, let's apply this and see if everything would work out fine. I have one more. I have my SNS. Oh, Route 53. We need to now map all of these things together because right now it's just okay. I will complete this before I push anything to GitHub again. Go. Route 53. I think it's just an hosted zone I need to create in Route 53. Just an hosted zone. Should have an empty config for that. Route 53. Hosted zone. Okay, yes, and the record. There's an error in here on line 37. Yeah, this is why I always like to apply before unsupported attributes. ASG.tf, 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 line 39, 39, unsupported target group. Let us arguments, nested block. Give us a line. Stand load balancer. Oh, so it's just supposed to be target groups ARN, target group ARN, not load balancer, target group ARN. Let's do this again. See if this will work this time. Then argument is the scaling group. Okay. The provisioning, coming back to you. I said we needed a route 53. Route 53. After running all of this thing don't work. God, Henry will have to go and fix it. Is Henry still on this call? Henry, are you still with us? Oh boy. Route 53 is that's zone. I can't. Should I just add? No. Let me create variables for this also. Well, can you do this in 10 minutes? Yeah. Route 53 variables. Let's call this what? What should this be? Let's call this domain name. There's a string. I'm just going to have a default value to you. That's what's the name of that domain that we have there? Mobantek.com, I think. So let's call you here. Dot domain name. Hosted zone. The name of this would be. Let's add a record for this also. Because why not? Record name as the record I want to create. So this be the subdomain that I want to create is a string. Again, I'm adding it into my TF password. It's going to be www. Record name. Record type is a record alias. So this will be taking the DNS name of the load balancer. And so AWS load balancer, application load balancer, dot DNS name, that's load balancer, yeah, DNS name. I want to see what I'm typing in full place. Zone ID. No, let's take the load balancer, AWS load balancer, application load balancer, dot ID now, zone ID. Zone ID. Evaluate target health. Yeah, let's do that. True. And I think we have come to the end of this. Okay, let's output the name. Why not? Output dot here. My output dot here. Just taking. I'm going to join all of this. Website URL. Just output this record name, domain name. I have my record name and domain name in here. All right, let's apply this. And if my application no build. I know, even me, I'm tired of the magical I'm doing. Follow me. I hope you're enjoying your money. You look for trouble. I know. People should bombard me with questions. Okay, so this is output. This is what we're going to get. If this thing does not work, God, I don't even know where I want to start troubleshooting from after all of this plenty files that we have written. So when all of this now, we can create modules out of this, but by creating your own custom module is actually, this is basically what you will be doing, separating your different configurations into separate files. Yeah, which is not fun at all. Yeah, you would rarely be creating custom modules, even if you're going to. So what you'll be doing mostly is to extend modules that exist already, which is pretty much straightforward because you just be adding all these VPC networking things that we actually had to create ourselves. You guys would see tomorrow how it's way easier to do. Yeah. All things being equal, this should if you guys remember this particular project, like I said, we just basically recreated what we've done before, albeit now we are doing it with IAC. Thank God this worked first. Because it won't be funny at all. So the beauty of this now is I can destroy all of this. I'm done. I can destroy it now. And then if I need to recreate it in another region or, wherever, all I need to come do is come here. Where did I think in providers now? Okay, no, it's going to be an RTF because of.
So the site is secure, right?
Yeah, yes, it is secure. And that's where we use the SSL security, this certificate ARN to map inside of our I think it's in our load balancer now. We did that. Yeah, we did this for port 443 in our load balancer, and then we created a we target a listener for 443 and did all of those security things inside of this. If it were not secure, once it will be scattered, and then we won't have all of this. Yeah. Dan, Angela, can you guys unmute and let me know where you guys are? I know it's a lot, especially with all of this. Imagine we are
Nowhere.
so the beauty of this is so I'll share all of this empty configuration with you. Try to populate it. It would make more sense when you are the one doing it. Watching me do it truly, you know, if um we were even sitting together, it would be it will be equally worse. Yeah, but when you do it yourself, yeah, uh, it will make more sense. You might not even watch. Okay, maybe you've watched
Just
it.
like do
Or,
a summary.
It's going to be a very long journey.
yes, you will need to spend time.
Because we need to create the AMI first. Go to the first project and get the AMI.
Okay, that's true.
And a long journey. Hey.
But it will solidify your knowledge of all of these things. Trust me. It will make you confident that okay, yes, if I need to deploy this thing end to end, you can talk about it even that okay, yes, these are the steps that I did when I did it manually, and then I also used infrastructure as code to accomplish the same thing. Yeah, I really challenge you guys to try to do all of this. And this brings us to the end of today's session. Will be sharing the configuration, the empty configuration of all of this in a zip file with you guys on Discord. And it will be nice. I'll check up on you guys, even though we are rounding off tomorrow, but I'll want to make sure that you guys actually complete this. I know I've not asked the Elastic Beanstalk work that I told you guys to try to replicate this with. I know nobody has said anything about it though. But again, all of these things are so that you get your hands dirty and then you are able to be comfortable, you know, both on the console and also using code to do all of this. Yes, you need to work on these things. Else, you and like Henry said, every day try to, especially this coding part, even if it's one file a day you create for this particular one, create a file, push to your repository, create another file, push to your repository. If you do this every day, if you're able to do 1 or 2 or 3 a day, you'll be fine. You see in no time. Yeah. So you have multiple goals that you're trying to understand what you're doing, and you also beefing up your GitHub profile. All right, guys. If there are no questions, can we call it a night?
I don't ask the questions.
Please go ahead.
If your domain name is engaged already, how do you disengage it to apply it here?
If I didn't get that.
I say if your domain name is engaged already with maybe something you deployed earlier, I want to disengage it from there and apply it.
No, you don't, even if you don't want to disengage it. So in this Route 53 now, all you need to do, the A record you're going to create now is just going to be, just create, if you just use create another subdomain out of that, domain that you have. So when you have a domain, you can have multiple records. So I can create another record now. You say b.mobantech.com, and then I'll just create an A record for that. That will work. So you can have multiple subdomains out of one domain. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. No question from Dan. Balumi. Okay. I'll take that you guys want to go and study, and again, I challenge you guys to work on this. Have a good night's rest, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
Okay.